your heart. And if you are free, just carry to the sea, let the ocean let go. You love by yourself, but you can be with everyone. So rise up, your time's up. Your love into your heart on the end of the start. Your life's looking up. You got all the love that you want. Take fear from your soul and try to let your heart flow. It'll carry you away like a ghost of the light from the ocean above. There's love in your heart, let's make it a start. You have feeling, let go. So take home to you as you wanted to see. There's no passion without you. So carry you away like a ghost of the ocean you flow. How's it going, everyone? Welcome from beautiful Malaga in Spain. I'm on the beach right now, and it's kind of it's been a wild trip because everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Not everything, but a lot of things went wrong, technically wrong on the trip. I feel like I don't want to focus on me, but focus on this beautiful sky in the background. The sun's starting to creep out. We're in Malaga right now, and it's supposed to be the just basically the sunniest place like in the world, and like it never rains here. It's supposed to rain like 15 times a year and be sunny like 330 days. And since we've been here, it's been about 4 days now, and it's rained almost the entire time. We had a nice day yesterday, but it's pretty much rained the entire time. Last week I caught the flu, my wife got a little bit sick, then I got sick, then she was okay, and then I, after 3 days, I got better, and now she's sick, and it's just like this wild wave of things. We got our first like terrible Airbnb review from these people that kind of, we've been doing Airbnb for 6 years, and we've never had a bad review, and these people there was some things that were off with them, and just like the communication, and we got blamed for a lot of stuff that we didn't do, and it freaked me out. And the sickness and bad weather, and you're trying to really plan this trip around like good weather. And I've been searching for a guitar, which I finally found. I've been searching for a flamenco guitar. I took a flamenco lesson, dancing as well as a guitar lesson. But I had to cancel one because I was sick, and just needless to say, there's been a lot of things that were coming up that are quote unquote not good, when you're taking a trip. And it's a long trip, so you expect stuff to happen, but it's been a really big reminder now that I have the guitar, now that I'm here, and today's a little bit cloudy, but it's a beautiful day. I'm on the beach. And it's just kind of a reminder that, when you're planning things, like the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, has a much bigger plan than yourself. And I was getting frustrated about the weather, and and people here were complaining, like our host, Airbnb host, is like really apologetic, like, usually the weather's good, I'm sorry you're coming here at this time, and it's just like this weird storm, and our city's not even able to like handle it. It's not used to this much rain. And I could look at myself on the small ego side of like, we planned this trip, we put a lot of time and money and energy into it, and wanted to go a certain way, but then I'm only looking at the surface when I do that, because the people that live here, it's affecting them much more than it is affecting me for this 1 week that I'm here in this beautiful beach town. And B, like, if I'm only seeing the surface of it, then I already have a plan. I'm expecting it to go a certain way. There's no excitement in that. So getting sick, even, like, of course, you get sick on vacation. Nobody wants to get sick. There's no person who's like, I'm going on vacation to get sick. That would just be, like, a silly thing to say. But when it happens, it's like, oh, man, I'm sick, and I'm sitting in bed, and I should be out, and there's all these beautiful things to do. So it's very easy to kind of get that distraction, and get that upset feeling and frustration of things should be a certain way. But it's been really nice because once I was able to see through the sickness and realize that, like, my body needed time to rest, I needed time to kind of connect, and also like appreciate things beyond like what I think they're supposed to be. A lot of this trip has been like looking at like, okay, I can live in the future, and that's been happening a lot. I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna go to this place, it's gonna be beautiful, we're gonna have a great time, we're gonna eat food, we're gonna be in the beach, and I'm thinking I'm in the future, and I'm like so obsessed and so excited about like this future, but then when I'm actually there, I'm just thinking about like, how things aren't the way I planned them, and how, we're gonna go to this next place, and that's gonna be great, and I'm waiting then for the next place, and it's like, I'm just not being in the present. I'm doing all these things to take myself out of the present. Which that is the true what do you call it? That is the true like sort of ego test. And so it's been nice to actually be present and be sick, and like actually enjoy being sick, and actually enjoy being in the rain. Like, well, we're in the rain, I could be thinking about, well, tomorrow's gonna be nice, so I'll just kind of forget about today, and then tomorrow will be great, but who knows what tomorrow's gonna bring. So being present, being here, being focused, appreciating the things that are here versus like what could be has been really nice. And it's been a lot of big things have been opening up because of that. Just being more present has allowed me to appreciate food in a new way. It's allowed me to appreciate music in a new way and kind of realign with who I am in my life. I'm doing a lot of writing. This trip's been a lot of clearing, and weather and storms tend to represent, like symbolically, they represent washing things away. And what's amazing about storms is that they're so necessary in nature. Having rain is so important to nature, especially as someone who loves to farm. So like I have to look at the scale beyond that. Like there's a lot of places right now that don't have much water, and California, and the fires in California, and we need water for things to grow, and for movement to happen in the world. And when my own ego self is upset that it's raining, I'm just missing out on the whole fact that there's so much amazingness happening because of that rain. Just because it's inconvenient because I can't be outside and see a sunset or walk around, it's like, who am I to think that that's like a big deal? So yeah, it's been a wild trip. So here, I still have a little bit of a cold. I feel totally fine, but that was actually the first time I've sung in weeks now because of my voice, and also just not having a guitar. So it's good to start kind of coming back to it. And what's amazing is when I got here, right when I sat down, it was starting to rain. I was like, really? Like the second I got to the beach, we spent a lot of money on a place to be closer to the beach, and we haven't really got to go to the beach at all. And I sit down to go to the beach, it's finally like a nice day, and it starts to rain. But I was like, no big deal, don't think about it. And I started playing, and within a few minutes of playing, rain cleared up, the sun came out, and it was just magical.